Welcome to Mind Files Minutes. My name is Penny, and I'm the creator of the Mind Files method. In this segment, we're going to look at a mind file that is shared by millions of people. Shared mind files are common beliefs, and this one, words have power, is a belief held by millions of people. What differs from person to person is the emotional filters attached to that belief. For some people, those three words might have emotional filters that generate feelings of apprehension or caution attached to them. Others might have extreme caution attached to them. And for many people, those three words have an emotional filter that generates a sense of empowerment attached to them. Words are the number one thing that causes your mind's process to reference a specific mind file. Words are what we use to write the stories or the narratives that are in the files in the filing cabinets of our mind. We use words to describe what we think happened to us. And we also use words to describe all the emotions that we felt during all of the experiences that we've had since childhood. The energy that you carry around and transmit outward is dependent upon the energy connected to the emotions that are attached to the files or the stories in your mind files in your dominating cabinet. So that's what's behind this meme. If you follow my social media, you might have seen this one that says, what we think isn't always the same as what we believe. The universe responds to our true beliefs, not what we think, but what we actually believe. And our beliefs or our mind files are made up of words. So, yeah, words do have power. Now, some words hold more power than other words for some people because the emotion that's attached to that word is intense. Meaning, whatever experience that you wrote about, the words that you chose to write about the experience and the feelings attached left a lasting impression. In chapter 9 of my book, Mind Files, there's a word association exercise followed by a feeling identifying exercise. The idea behind both of those exercises is to teach you how to identify problematic mind files or dominating mind files so that when you are in a conversation, you're aware of the words and the feelings attached to those words that cause you to have an intense reaction. And that gives you the power to stop yourself from reacting. When you're reacting to something, it's not what's happening right in the moment that you're in. It's because your mind's process retrieved a mind file that is intense and holds a hurtful or painful memory. So you're really reacting to something that happened in the past. This all happens so quickly that you're not consciously aware that your past has now intruded in your present. That's how powerful words are. Just think about the last time that your feelings were hurt, or when you became defensive or angry. It either happened during a conversation or shortly after, because something that was said in that conversation, a word that someone used, triggered your mind's process to retrieve a specific mind file. Words also make up articles and books, and they're spoken everywhere, TV shows and movies and podcasts. But words are also present in the silence because words are in your thoughts. Now, of course, there's other things that will cause your mind's process to retrieve a mind file. And those are things from your five senses. So, what you taste or touch, things you hear, what you see, and what you smell, because experiences invite all of our senses. So when we write our story, we usually include identifiers, words that describe what we heard, smelled, tasted. And if we were physically hurt, then we will use words that describe what that physical pain felt like. Now remember, every word has an emotional filter attached to it. Everything goes back to words because without words, there's no story, there's no description, there's no memory, there's no mind file. Our stories are important to us because it's our stories that describe who we think we are, everything that happened to us before this moment in time. We believe that it's all true. But is it? No one searches for something that they don't think they need. And healing from your past is certainly one of those things. How many people never take the time to look through the files in the filing cabinets of their minds? Most people think that they're accountable for their actions, and they think that they take personal responsibility for their words and their actions. But how could you if you've never taken the time to dig through the files in the filing cabinets of your mind? This is a good example. If you follow me on social media, you would have seen this meme that says popular ideas are popular ideas, not truths. But most people react as if they are truths. So, what causes people to grasp onto an idea and have it catch on like fire? Because in that idea, there is a word that holds a lot of emotional intensity for all of those people. But what happens more often than not with these catchy ideas is that people don't stop to think, which one of these filing cabinets did my mind's process reference and which feeling or emotion is actually attached? They just saw everybody else getting on that train and they jumped on. If we don't take the time to reassess our belief structures from a different perspective than the one from which we wrote it, then our history, and by proxy, the world's history, will continue to repeat itself. We don't have to be locked into a past filled with generational trauma. We can heal our past wounds and we can rewrite the negatively charged and outdated belief structures with new words. And we can charge those words with love and truth. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you learned something here today that can help you help yourself. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment and help others find this channel by hitting that thumbs up. The decisions that you make today, remember, will impact hundreds of people. See you next time.